Hello, welcome back to Jeff's Giant Growing Journal. I thought I'd just talk to you a little bit today about what my seed selection is going to be for this year. I think I hit on it during my wrap-up video, but I just thought I'd do another video and let you know what I'm going to be growing and let you know what I'm going to beat those other guys with in the pumpkin wars. So this year, I'm doing a couple things a little bit different. In the past, I've always used my phone to try and keep track of everything. Looking back after last year, I really didn't put a whole lot in there as far as the journal and what I was doing in the patch. So this year, I'm taking a little note from that Rotoball guy over there in West Virginia, and I bought myself a planner. So I'm going to try that. I'll keep it down here at the patch and see what happens. Hopefully I can keep track of everything and have a little bit better notes than I did last year. But as far as seeds go, this year I'm going to grow this one here. That's Lucy from last year. That is my state record 2195. I'm going to grow that one actually right there in that patch. This one here is this is Bella. Bella is my 463 squash that I grew back in 2018. I grew it last year. That's what I grew my 1620 off of. I'm actually going to grow that as a 150 square foot plant. I've never grown one before, but I'm going to give it a try this year for a couple reasons. One, I've always wanted to. Thought about it last year and didn't. And then also because of the other squash that I'm growing, the 1109 Jutras. I'm going to be growing that actually in the patch just over my shoulder here. But I'm going to be crossing my 463 with that 1109. So that I didn't want to self the 1109. Not that I think there's anything wrong with selfing, but I just really wanted to bring the darkness of that 463 into it. As you can see in the picture, my 463 was very dark. My 1620 was very dark. As compared to the 1109, I don't have a picture of the 1109, but there's a couple that were grown off of the 1109. The world record 2164 Skinner and also the 2030 Toback were both they're both a dark green, just not quite as dark as the 463. So I just kind of wanted to cross that into it and see if I couldn't kind of solidify that green so we didn't have to worry about any orange coming out. And the last seed I'm going to grow is Esther. Esther is my 1699 from 2020. The 1699 went 22% heavy. It was not grown very much last year because it only weighed 1,699 pounds. A lot of people don't want to grow those, not until they're proven. There was a gentleman from Pennsylvania that grew that seed to, I believe it was 1,500 and some pounds. Don't quote me on that though, but it was 19% heavy. I know it will grow heavy. I'm gonna grow that one as well, and I'm growing that for a friend of mine back in January of 2022. Brooks Bosworth passed away. He was in his 50s, I believe. He had a heart attack and passed away tragically. He was a big grower for Barnesville. He actually lived about 15-20 minutes away from me. Worked with my wife. So I'm going to grow that seed for him. I always pick a name out for my pumpkins. Pumpkins are always girls. They will always have female names, except that 1699. That 1699 this year, I've already got the name for it. The name will be Boz, in memory of Brooks Bosworth. So those are the seeds that I'm growing this year. I'm going to turn over my 150 patch because it is virgin ground. So I'm going to turn it over. I've already done the soil test, and I need to add some lime to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. And once I put everything into the calculator to figure everything else out, I'll post a video on that and how I go my process with that. That I guess you could say I kind of stole it from Cecil Weston. So, but it's actually his process. He's the one that came up with it, and it's just what I use to use the calculator. So stay tuned for that video. But that's all for today. Good luck, grow big, and God bless.